Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. This is Zach with Zach Attack Cards, coming at you with a brand new opening. This time we have 2022 Topps Chrome Update. I know this has been one that's been on a lot of people's lists to watch out for, and unfortunately, if the early adopters are anything to be believed, they are a big letdown due to a lot of Topps quality control issues. So, I figured I'd snag a few boxes. We'd go through it, see if we see some of the same issues. Maybe we do, perhaps we don't. These came from Target, if it matters. They were up on the Topps website as well for a very short period of time, as it tends to happen with pretty much anything that Topps puts up. And like I said, pretty much the most anticipated due to the fact that this is going to be your first official Topps Chrome card of the big rookies. So we did have Wander, obviously, in the original. Same with O'Neal Cruz. But this one will have J-Rod, Spencer Torkelson, Bobby Witt, Seiya Suzuki, Jeremy Pena, and the list goes on and on. As you all know, I'm sure this is essentially the Chrome version of Topps Update. So that's where I believe the majority of the pictures are coming from. There may be some that are on the older side, I think. I also remembered seeing a bit of a write-up about how they did use a few older pictures that were not from the update set. But that's not unusual either. So let's just see here. It's a little hard to get the dang paper or plastic off of these guys. But these retail for about $50 if you buy them now from Target and stay away from the secondary market, which I would highly suggest, at least until you have done as much research as you possibly can to see if the quality control issues are in fact as widespread as they seem to be. And we'll get into that as we open the different packs. I'll let you know what they have been if you haven't seen anything else. There we go, and one last box. And then we'll check out what should come in each one of these. 3 nice stacks, and alright, so I'm going to push that back down in. We can read, obviously, the look for autos and one-of-one superfractors. You can get redemption cards, yada yada. That's pretty normal. Front of the box has the big rookies on it, although Seiya Suzuki is a bit of an interesting inclusion. Obviously, you have J-Rod, Witt, and Torque, but Seiya, I mean, a lot of people would rather see or say that you'd see a guy like Steven Kwan or Jeremy Pena possibly before him, but hard to tell exactly when this product was manufactured. Perhaps Suzuki was having a better season at that point. He's definitely a top 10 rookie. And then you have Mad Max Scherzer and Freddie Freeman. So, same thing here. You could see that you're going to get 40 cards for $50. Nothing different, and nothing different. So there's your odds. Very small odds because there's not a ton of different things to get in here. There's usually a paragraph, as you all know. Go ahead and freeze that up if it's something that you're interested in checking out. We're going to crack right into these. So the quality control issues, for those that haven't been following the story, is the fact that a lot of these cards are heavily off-center, and they tend to have just a lot of like gunk within the actual card itself, like very cloudy type effect. If I happen to find one, I'll show you. I mean, this one's not too bad when it comes to off-centering or anything like that, and I definitely don't see the quote-unquote gunkiness. Hey, we got Hunter Green. All right, excellent start. And Jeremy Pena shows up. All right. Generation Now. And Jordan Luplow. So every single pack, I believe, has a purple parallel. And I think that's also going to apply to the hobby boxes when it comes out. So this is the first year that Topps Chrome Update is having hobby boxes that you should be able to get at topps.com. And And hobby stores, it's not something that I'm going to be looking for. In fact, it may even be out at this point. I haven't really been keeping an eye on it. Unfortunately, my excitement has kind of died down due to the QC issues that have been reported. However, not seeing anything too bad to start things off. Nelly Cruz and Matt Chapman. Man, the purple is quite nice. And they're non-numbered, like I said, so you can end up with one in every pack, but they're not numbered. You can pull numbered cards. Another very hard pull, just like the autos. John Gray, Adrian Martinez, rookie. Really looking at these to try to find the quality control issues. And Eddie Murray, that's awesome. It's a shame they can't make them the die cut. I wonder if that's some kind of limitation to the TOPPS Chrome. And Noah Syndergaard. This one is incredibly off-centered. Look how badly off-centered that is left to right. So, it is what it is. I'd prefer off-centered before the whole gunky cloudiness. So, it's not the worst thing in the world to me. Oh yeah, buddy, J-Rod shows up. There he is. That's what I'm talking about. And he's centered up quite nicely, actually. That's nice. J-Rod shows up. A lot of people not even pulling him from the boxes, so I'm gonna call that a win. They were apparently a hard pull. And why don't we stick him just off to the side here if I can grab one of my little stands, and he can hopefully bring us some more luck. Tony Gonsolin is our next card. Jake Walsh. Apparently a big problem with the landscape cards. Look at the off-centering on that one. And Francisco Morales, purple refractor. So obviously, you know, it definitely dampens the excitement when they have these kinds of issues, but I don't know that it would keep me completely away from buying, at the very least, singles. You know, I might as well go out and get some of the rookies. Mackenzie Gore not in his updated uniform. Seiya Suzuki shows up again. Definitely an issue with the landscape cards, at least in what I've got here. Tim Anderson refractor and Luke Voigt. That's really cool. Again, non-numbered, but a refractor nonetheless. Let's see what else we can pull. Jose Miranda, that's a nice one. Definitely some cutting issues here on the edge. And off center left to right. George Kirby, that one's centered up a bit better. Hey, we got an auto, look at that. Brian Lavastida, rookie auto for Cleveland and JP Sears. Unbelievable. So yeah, they are sticker autos. But that is awesome. And there is a massive roller line right in the middle. You have got to be kidding me. Look at this. Let's see if I can capture it. There you go. You can kind of see it. Kind of starts, I don't know what letter that is in his auto there, but maybe just above the knee on this left-hand side. So, and you can definitely see it up by his head. There you go. That's a much better shot. So that's terrible. I mean, luckily it's not a massive auto, but an auto nonetheless, and one that hurts. All right, so I guess you really just got to be pulling for the good rookies and hoping that they are not having issues. Trevor Story, Owen Miller. We have a Generation Now, Bryson Stott. As usual, you get the different dots with the chromes. I'm not really going to complain about that because that's relatively normal. Just put that down to keep too much glare. Hunter Green. A little off center left to right, but not too bad, you know, no roller lines. Maybe a little off center top to bottom even, but I'll take it. Brandon Marsh. All right. So probably not a lot of 10s coming out of this set is probably the best way to put this. Maybe could put a little more value on those that are. It's hard to tell. Craig Kimbrell. We have Tyro Estrada. Bob Feller. That's cool. And Renee Pinto. Last pack from the first. I guess these are mega boxes. Christian Pache, Jan Gomes, Dustin May, and Ethan Roberts, rookie, to finish things up. So, not a bad first box. Obviously, the roller line on the auto is super annoying, but getting a couple Hunter Greens, getting what I still think is a pretty nice J-Rod, I will take it. Orlando Arcia, Eugenio Suarez. We got another autograph. Are you kidding me? And Francisco Morales. All right, so, I mean, a few nicks here and there, but no roller lines. Calvin Fosher, maybe? Not 100%, but there are definitely no autos guaranteed, even though we are now 2 for 2. I don't know what to say there. So I'd probably take that with a grain of salt. I don't think necessarily that you go out and pick one up that you're going to get an auto. Seen plenty of videos to the contrary. Luis Guillorme, C.J. Abrams, heavily off-centered, left to right. It's a shame. Royce Lewis, Generation Now, and Helio Ramos, also off-center, left to right. Oh boy. It's pretty tough, you know, considering you get, it's $50 for 40 cards, you know, and then you get such rough centering issues. Oh, off center, left to right. It just really makes you wonder. Hey, Stephen Kwan shows up in a refractor, and JP Sears. And it's out of $2.99. Man, this is a pretty nice box, even with the centering issues. This one actually appears to be in pretty good shape, and the centering is nowhere near as bad as the other cards. So we're going to take a quick second just to penny sleeve them up. And move right along. But like I was saying, you know, you spend $50, you get 40 cards. You know, you could definitely expect some quality control issues, but to be as widespread as they are, I think is pretty ridiculous. Vidal Brujan, Jose Azucar, Kershaw, and Cooper Hummel. So I mean, that's really the thing you need to weigh is are the quality control issues too much for you? And for a lot of people, I think they're going to be. And J-Rod, rookie debut, shows up. Off center, left to right, but not terribly. So that's a real nice one. We got both of J-Rods. Palacios, Hummel, and Brandon Marsh, purple again. I believe that's the second time that showed up. So 2 boxes, 2 J-Rods. 1 rookie debut and 1 of his standard rookie cards. That would have been the real kicker if one of his would have been destroyed. So, as you can see, you know, the centering really never gets better. Jeremy Pena shows up though. Rylan Bannon. Here's a guy who has an updated card in his Atlanta Braves uniform, but they did not use it. Springer and Hunter Green. Oh man, left to right. Look at that. The picture almost goes all the way to the right. Let George Springer insert. Definitely not trying to be negative though. I just think it's something that Topps needs to look into. You know, if And if they knew this was as widespread as it was, then, you know, maybe say something, maybe reduce the price. I think that could have been the smartest way to go with this. Jose Miranda. Because instead you have a lot of people that aren't exactly as patient as me, and, you know, they have every right to be as upset as they are. Mackenzie Gore and Ethan Roberts. They really do. But I'm the kind of guy who likes to not be as negative. I like to offer ways that, you know, they could definitely make things better, or they could have fixed things to begin with. Sergio Romo, Kyle Schwarber, Seiya Suzuki, Generation Now, and Tommy Romero. Getting a lot of rookies, though, still. So, I mean, that's definitely one of the bright sides. Adam Engel, Andrew McCutcheon, Isaac Paredes, and Nick Lodolo. Gorgeous. Last pack, second mega, I guess we'll call it. Raimel Tapia starts things off. Zach Greinke, Pedro Martinez, and Jake Mersnick. Which I guess we're putting over there. All right, let's see what we have in the last box. And if it's an auto, I'm going to say that I just have relatively incredible luck today, because they are not guaranteed. Jose Miranda, rookie. Starting to see some duplicates. Warren Spahn and Mersnick. We literally just got that one. Believe we're still looking for Whitten Torque, even though I've pulled all the J-Rods. Jake Walsh, rookie. Josh Harrison, and we have an X-Fractor rookie, Corbin Burns, auto, Corbin Burns, and Francisco Morales. Are you kidding me? Out of 125. Wow. 3 boxes, 3 autos. And this one is the best, by far. Guy is basically a perennial Cy Young guy. He's always in the running. And the centering, I mean, it's definitely off left to right, but not as bad as some of the cards have been. Wow. Target for the win, man. That's where I ordered these from, so. Dustin May, Robinson Chirinos. We have a Generation Now, and Helio Ramos. Royce Lewis. Still haven't really seen a version of the like gunkiness that tends to show up in the border. I'm sure you guys can find other videos or pictures, you know, when it comes to YouTube or whatever, but haven't seen that in mine. Take that for what you will. IKF. Brandon Marsh. Just a standard refractor now. And JP Sears. Numbered to 299. All right. Not going to take the time to penny sleeve that one right now. Orlando Arcia. Eugenio Suarez. We got George Brett. And Cooper Hummel. So the only rookie in that pack. And we're down to 4 or 5. 5 to go. Another Brandon Marsh purple. That's at least the third. Yorme Abrams, who once again is very off-centered. Maybe that's normal for his cards. In the set. Oof, and just shredded. Hunter Green purple, I think we've already gotten. Fajedo, Muzziotti, George Springer. And this whole pack was a duplicate of what we've already gotten. Final 3. Praying for Whit or Torque. I don't know, just, I guess, have to find them in singles. Which, again, I think the price of singles, unless they're in gorgeous condition, are going to be pretty low, because, I mean, the cards are very off-centered in a lot of cases. Another J-Rod rookie debut. And again, a little bit off-center, left to right. Other than that, not too bad. We'll just place that one over there. Palacios, Seiya Suzuki, who we've seen now, and Romero. Tons and tons of rookies, though, if that's something that you're looking at for this release. More rookies than anything else. Jeremy Pena, rookie debut. Rylan Bannon, Luke Williams, and Lodolo, which I think also a duplicate pack. So, kind of got some duplicates there. Again, didn't end up with a Wit or a Torque, I don't believe, but I'll go through them again. Got 3 autos, including this awesome Corbin Burns. We did get the J-Rod, and again, he is in nice shape, so calling that a win. And just look at this number of rookies. I know it also includes inserts and purple parallels, but out of 3 mega boxes, this is what we got. So basically, out of 120 cards, that's the amount of rookies that we were able to pull. And if you want to compare that to kind of everything else that's a non-rookie, you get pretty close to double in terms of rookies. So, like I said, take everything you've seen here with a grain of salt. Same thing with everybody else's videos, and just kind of decide for yourself if this is something that you want to go out and pick up, or if you just want to wait for a card show or go to eBay and buy the singles. You may end up, getting off cheaper that way. It really depends on what you're after. I don't think you're going to get an auto in every box. I've checked the box just one more time here, and it just says look for autos. So I mean, if it was guaranteed an auto, it would say it on there, because I mean it's definitely a selling point. So with that said, I don't plan on buying anymore. I'm gonna go out and just get the Wit, get the Torque, and basically call it a day on this. I think that the QC issues are just a little too much to be spending $50 for the 40 cards. So let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Let me know if it's a buy or a pass for you. Let me know your thoughts on the quality control and how TOPPS has handled that, which they really haven't put out any kind of response yet. So, and obviously you want to see more content like this, you can drop me a like and a subscribe down below, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.